Amen. And the university anthem. Very much. Please be seated. Well, I'd like to the office of the Deputy Vice Chancellorship, Academic of the University. It's pointing to the fact that he knows what he is actually doing. Two-time deans of, one of the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Ilorin, secondly, also Dean Student Affairs of the University, former chair ASU, University of Ilorin.
The world is increasingly interconnected. The global systems are very interconnected and dynamic. In the last couple of months, all of us, whether you like it or not, you have become macroeconomists with the issues about the tariff that is going on. I'm sure that there will be hardly anybody in the world now that doesn't have the tool to navigate this complexity. We have complex supply chains that span continents. We have decisions in one region causing ripples across the globe. Efficiency and resilience now coexist as twin goals. So we see that there is hardly anything that you do in any corner of the world that is not instantly available to every other person. So it is in this context that we see that operations research offers tools, and we are going to see practical tools to the issue of globalization. Operations research transforms complexity into structured and evidence-based insights for smarter decisions. So we cannot, given the volume of complex information and variables at work, we must have a way to systematically present this. So we must move from complexity to clarity in terms of what we have to do with our decision making. As we have already said also that decisions in one part of the world also would affect everybody one way or the other. So what are the roles of operations research in a globalized system? We can look at it from the economic system. In terms of the economic system, OR optimizes global supply chains. We talk about supply chains. Like I said earlier, in the last couple of months, almost everybody in the world has become an expert in terms of macroeconomics, knowing what tariffs are, what supply chains are, because it's been very much in the news. So, from the economic perspective, it optimizes global supply chains, trade logistics, and resource allocation. So operations research helps us with all of this. And then it also supports sustainable growth through driven data and policy and innovation, through the data-driven policy, so that we don't just take decisions based on reducing costs and avoiding delays becomes very important. Then we find that in terms of logistics also, global logistics in terms of globalization has to a large extent promoted trade as opposed to tariffs that are disrupting things these days. Basic economic theory will tell us that when you introduce tariffs, the traditional argument is that you protect domestic industry. But when you go out,
can you repeat your question? I said the challenges that OR practitioners that they face today. Your name, please. I tell you last person. Thank you.
Is there a way, or are there suggestions that we can follow in which we can have a strong industry linkage of use of OR? Because when industrial application become obvious, I think they will drive in this direction, either through academics or research. So, more like it's not a question, but they are just things that can put together that will make sense.
Thank you.
My question is, given the constraints of teachers and resources, and let me say subject expertise in Nigerian schools, and let me say in digital skill world, let me say, how can the school or community use OR techniques to assign efficient growth in terms of digital skills, in terms of schools, and let me say subject expertise to promote the community or advance it?
Thank you.